What's going on, everybody? It's Retro Handhelds 24. Today we're going to be looking at the Mini and the Portal Max via Winlator today. Word on the street is Rocknix came out for the Portal and all the Odins. It's like super custom for it now, or there's a setup for it just for the Odin line of devices. Probably not going to do that because I don't know. That seems like a lot of work. But I'll leave it up to the other YouTubers to do it. Shout out to them. It is cool that you could emulate. The only thing I could think of really would be Xbox. I don't know if the performance for PlayStation 3 has gotten better, but that could very well be better on Linux, especially now updated for the Odin. But it's all running off a micro SD card. So, I mean, if you're gonna do that, my suggestion to you is, again, to get like a super fast one, or like even this one, I don't think it'll work that well. I think games will still crash, even on like your standard SanDisk Ultra. It's just, it's an A1. You're gonna need an A2 to do that. But anyways, enough chit chat. Let's get to the gameplay. So, with that said, I wanted to get Halo to work on here. The thing is, with the PC version and all that, there's too many like roadblocks. Basically, you need the key codes and all this, and I was like willing to buy it, but I found a workaround. Still bought it, but I bought the Master Chief Collection. However, because I'm not going to spend that much money, as you can see, all these devices are not cheap. I only got Halo 3. However, Halo 3, I feel like, is still one of the harder games to run, basically. And I wanted to see, I'll test out with that. Don't really care for Halo 4. No offense to it. Never played it. I watched some cutscenes back in the day, but, it just didn't appeal to me and still kind of doesn't. I did play Infinite and beat that. That was fun. However, I feel like Halo 3 would have been a good test. Not Halo 2, not Halo 1, the remasters and whatnot. I feel like that would just work out of the box just fine. I wanted to push the device. So, in order to do this, it was not too hard. I had to get the game from Steam. Okay. And since I got it from Steam on one of the handheld PCs I have, I just copied the game folder from the Steam folder onto an SD card. Master Chief Collection, I don't know what it is with the other games. I'm sure it's even bigger, but with just Halo 3 and the setup, the interface was like 24 gigs. So it is going to be hefty. Hence why there's nothing else on here. And then there's an additional step. You have to replace some files. I'll just show you guys, because I know you guys are gonna ask. So it's like, what's the point of even playing the game? Like, how did you get it to work? So I got it from Reddit. I just read it on Reddit. I'm gonna put the link in the description of the file that you need to replace to get the game to load up to work after you've purchased the game off SteamOS. If you get like, a non-SteamOS or a paid version, it's not going to work. You have to buy it. So the Master Chief Collection is usually on sale on Steam. It wasn't today, so I was very sad about that. So hence why I only got one game, Halo 3, and that was still $10. But, I do love that game from the 360, and if I had to purchase one out of them, I would have purchased Halo 3. It's just, to me, too many memories. So after you get the game, okay, and you do what I did, you copied the game file from your PC. In my case, it was PC handheld, but same principle. Just copied the game from your Steam app over to an SD card, and then, you know, for the sole sake of this device, I installed it on the device. You could run it off a micro SD card. I'm not doing that. I want the best performance. That's why I'm going to put it on here. Even with that Express SD card, still didn't trust it. So I dragged it over to my downloads folder in the internal storage, and then in here, there's not much you need to pay attention to. The whole game comes with all this, but they're locked. You can't get it. The only one we can get is Halo 3, but you don't need to touch any of this. The file that you need to replace is going to be in here, and it's going to be in binaries, and then Win64, and then I'll show you because it's still there. It's this Halo MCC profile zip. So I had copied that over to, well, I had downloaded it onto this device, but I had moved it easily, not through Winlator, but through, oh, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. I had moved it with files. So in my files, in my downloads, I had like moved it, like cut it and pasted it into the correct folder, which was the Win64, and it's much easier to navigate through the files. And once you put the zip file in there, you're going to extract it. You're going to double tap and you're going to extract here. And once you do that, you're done. The only other thing you need to do is on this MCC Win64, what does that say? Shipping? You just double tap to make a shortcut, and that's it. I'll go over the settings, but once you make the shortcut, you're done. You don't have to install the game. It's not like the easiest process. It's not going to be free 99. You're going to have to pay, but it works. So make sure you want to do this, and don't there's the article that I'm going to put in the link talks about Cyberpunk 2 if you're interested in that. I haven't tried that yet. I do own Cyberpunk, but not PC. It's on PlayStation, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. So please don't ask me to do that. Someone asked me about Vita Borderlands 2, and I thought about it. Why am I going to do that when you could just get it on Winlator and play it just fine? Maybe the game file will be smaller because it's the Vita version, or the Vita version, but with the touch controls and everything and the mapping, all that, I don't know if I'll have time to ever do that, but I'll try. Today was not a good day to get Vita ROMs anyways. I'll just say that. Hence, I couldn't get Vita ROMs today. But this is much cooler. At least I think. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So there it is, right? I just made a shortcut. And for the RP5 or RP Flip, these may not be the best settings, but this worked pretty well. So I took it down to 960 by 544. Now you could play it at 720. I just wanted higher frames, so I took it down a notch. The turn-up driver I'm using is 24.1. Make sure that you have the max device memory set to 4, not no limit, because we gotta stay within the bounds here. And then the DXVK 2.52. That you can leave uncapped, whatever, that's fine. And then advanced, got my profile, got performance, and that's it. And when I show you on the portal, oh my god, it's going to be even cooler because there was less stuff to do, and it was actually really cool because I see people talking about, oh, it runs this, that. I got it running really well. And the best part about it with the portal, or an Odin, I guess, because it's more powerful, is going to be you do less to get the game working. So we're just going to hit up play. I'll hit the lights. And I'll zoom out just a little bit. And we're going to not pay attention to my frames per second on this. We're just going to go by what it says here. And it's not going to stay that high, trust me. It's just all over the place. And I'll turn up the brightness too. Now, if I had the space, we'll say, and if I had the entire collection, I could theoretically play it all. But I don't. So, and you're only gonna be able to do campaign, obviously. I don't know about online and all that. I think it's just campaign. But this is to test the system here. I gotta say though, it looks pretty sick. And it doesn't play half bad either. So we get, after a little bit, we'll get close to 60 because I dropped the res, but it's not quite there. But again, we are playing Halo 3 on the RP Flip 2. And it's freaking smooth. And this is Winlator 10 hotfix. And again, if you have a Odin, it will, like when I show the portal, it's going to be even easier.
Sergeant Major, Phantom inbound. Spread out, you whelps. Find them. An intruder.
I forgot how to reload. Oh, that's change weapons. Oh, that's the change weapons. That's how you reload. Okay. Where's B? There you go.
The prophets are liars, but you are fools to do their bidding.
There you go. So I'll see, I'm gonna see a lot of people playing Halo 1 because of Rock Necks and stuff, but like, bro, I got Halo 3 working, get out of here. But I don't know, Rock Necks is something I definitely might want to try in the future. It's just, I'm just like, as it doesn't sound crazy, but I am just too lazy to be quite honest. I just don't want to do it. I bet you it's not even that hard. Just to download the files, put them on an SD card, and then boot it up. Just don't want to do it. You done, buddy. You done. Well, now we're like hitting 60.
When we are victorious, all who serve the prophets will be punished.
And yeah, if you have to play, or if you were to play between the RP5 and the Flip, and you don't have a grip for the RP5, it's going to definitely be easier to play on the Flip too. Keep that in mind. Because of the joystick layout. But this is pretty cool because I'm not sure, I'll have to look more for other games, but if we can just avoid Steam booting up or whatever, or stopping us from loading up the game through Winlator with just a patch. I mean, this is probably not the cleanest looking game because it is kind of old, but it was very simple to do this. Like, it did not take long, but I did, again, I had to pay for it, but there's always sales.
Pelicans are en route, Chief, but I can't raise Bravo. Find them, get them to the extraction point. Told me it's okay.
Alright, we'll kill this guy. Oh, he got away.
Let's sit tight.
Alright,
Where'd they all go?
we'll stop there. Game works. We just... Stuff's happening, frame rates dip and go up, but it gets close to 60. Just keep track of the settings. It looks clean. It looks good. This is not a Windows version either. And with the RP Flip, it's very playable. Control-wise, it's not uncomfortable. It's kind of awkward holding it while through the camera or my phone, but other than that, it's nice. And then if we want, we could go to settings. And then, you know, you got all this, which I didn't touch yet. I can't even see, so tiny. But I'm sure I can increase the movement and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll go over the settings one last time, and then I'll show you what it's like on the portal. Which for the Odin owners, guys are gonna be feeling pretty sweet. But again, the caveat is you have to get it off Steam. So 960 by 544, 16 by 9. The turnip driver is 24.1 because it works well with the RP5 chipset 865 or RP Flip 2. And then DXVK is 2.52 uncapped. Make sure that the turnip driver is capped to 4. And in this case, you can put the device into performance mode. Make sure you have your controls mapped. However, I'll show you in a second, that may not even be a thing because it just picks up controls. All right, so that was that. Let's zoom out and let's show it off on this bad boy. Oh, I gotta make space. It's like, you know what I'm saying? This is a big boy right here. All right, perfect. So I did the same thing on the portal, same thing. In fact, when I did everything that I showed you that I did on here, I didn't touch the settings. I just clicked play to see if it worked because I was testing it out on here first before I tested it out on here, and it worked right away. And what's weird is that the controls picked up right away. And what else is weird is that I used Vortex. I didn't change anything. So by default, it goes to DXVK 1.103, right? Because it's on Vortex. And I had it at 720, so I increased it to 1080p. And guess what? It works just fine. Advanced performance profile, don't need it. And we're just gonna play it. Again, if I had the entire collection, then we could play all the Halo games that come with this through the way we set it up. But because, you know, I'm poor, I just didn't want to spend $40 to show this off. Because it's always on sale. It's bad enough I had to pay $10, but you know. And we'll do this, put it this way. We'll hit them joystick lights, you know. All right. The frame doesn't match what the frames are saying, so we're just gonna take it off again. I don't know what to trust. I'm gonna trust what it says up here. But yeah, this is 1080p.
Up and over, Chief. Bravo team, this is Johnson. Got him. Fall back to the extraction point. Over.
Does this game need to be in 1080p? Hell yeah, it does. Why not?
You're a dude, right?
You're a dude, right? And we're using Vortex. We're not using any turnip driver. However, that DXVK might need to be adjusted because I am picking up a little bit of stuttering. Let's, before we get to the gameplay, let me just play with it. I gotta play with it. But by default, it wants that one. I know it does. There you go. Focus. It may spit it out. Oh, nope, didn't spit it out. Wait, it still might spit it out. We'll find out. Oh yeah, it's gonna spit it out. Said nope, not today. All right, do we deal with this, that slight stutter, or do we try a turn-up driver? Because I'm not gonna sit here and guess all day. Will it perform as good? I don't know. Perhaps. So I just changed it to 25 and then DVX, I forgot what it's called, but 2.5.2. Still didn't map my controls. Didn't put a profile in. Don't need one. And that might be due to the fact that this is an Xbox layout, so maybe in RP5 it's not. Obviously it's retro, so that might be the thing. Oh, lame. 30 frames a second. Well, whatever. We're gonna deal. Man, that vortex was like 60, bro. Whatever. Let's just keep playing. He's here. But it varies. It goes up to 60. And it's 10 times more comfortable to play on this. Not that it's not playable on the Flip 2. And everything looks just so crisp. So, if you guys are interested in doing all this and you own the game already on Steam, you're in luck. If I don't put the link in the description, like if I forget or whatever, just comment and then I'll look for it and put it in there in the description, the link. Because you need that file to bypass the Steam so you can just load the game up. And again, I found it on Reddit, so props to the guy who left it on Reddit. He deserves all the credit, not me. I just gave it a shot and I was like, oh, look at that, it works. But it was like, can it work on the RP5 or Flip 2? I mean, look at this. You can see him. Oh. Do it. Well, let me get his gun. Keep wanting to like do melee with my R3, but it's the B.
Just making sure you got the message.
Wait, how do I? There's a way to zoom on this. Is it this one? You dig.
Marine, don't let it go to your head.
Okay, how do I pick up weapons?
All right, area secure.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh.
Did you sacrifice me to complete your mission? Could you watch me die?
Let it go. Let it go, Chief. Let it go.
Chief, Pelicans are at the river. We got company, so hustle up.
Where'd my other gun go? Did I like lose it?
Hold on, got a contact.
Give me that gun, boy.
Now,
Let's go.
watch yourself. Hold the thruster. Hang on. Get a hold of her.
Let's take this guy's weapon.
I want hot barrels, people. Keep it up.
Boy. Damn shield. He gone.
Can you hear me? My bird's down. Half a click down from your position. Jackals on the ridge. Stay low. Looks like they got carbines.
He gone.
Come on, you dumb apes. You want breakfast? You gotta catch him.
Missed my opportunity. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's a nightmare. This guy's always cracking up.
They're showing themselves. You gotta pass them inbound.
I can't dual wheel the kneeler. Is that a thing in this game? I can't remember. Oh, well, whatever. Give me your gun, big guy. Okay. I thought there was a zoom feature. Oh man. Give me your gun. We're going drinking. There you go. Follow the red.
See how they beat their trap?
What? Give me a break. Don't make me work for it. Who's this little guy? Thank you. I'm gonna kill you, tough guy. Ah, you got the hammer down, bro. You gone. Oh, I have to hold it. What kind of shenanigans is that? Oh, I don't. I lied. No grenade? No problem. Come here. He's getting away. I keep thinking that's reload. Okay, I think that's enough. Game works great. This is a 1080p. No slowdown, no nothing. That Vortex driver though, at first, like, I didn't do anything. It was at 60. But this gets to 60, it just dips when there's stuff going on. But again, I'm pretty sure the game runs at 30. But the PC version should be at 60. I take that back. Oh yeah. So much fun. So many memories with this game. So I'll just go over these settings real quick for the portal. Pretty standard stuff here. It's 25. I got 1080. Could drop the rest to 720. Might have more stable frame rates in the close to 60s, I should say. This is 2.5.2. I do have that capped at 4. And then performance, I don't even have a profile, it just knows it. If you have an Odin Pro line, you might need to put a profile in because this is Xbox style. I think that's why that's working the way it does. And force full screen. Awesome. Didn't think I was going to get this game working. I didn't even have this idea. It was going to be like Halo 1 and it was just going to be on the RP Flip 2. But as soon as I was able to get that patch file, and I saw the comments or him talking about how he was running it low res, I was like, nah, we got to try higher. Or I'll try those same settings on the RP Flip, but on the Portal, I'm just gonna, like I said, I just press play. I was like, well, let's go. It was at 720, increased to 1080, works just fine. Again, if you want higher frame rates, you might have to drop the res or play around with this. This is what I'm using, and it plays just fine. We get close to 60s, high 40s, high 50s, and it varies from time to time. But no stuttering, no nothing. I was really impressed with that Vortex driver. Like I said, I just didn't change anything at first and just loaded up and played. I was like, whoa. So that's going to be it for today. So thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.